Hello, Braden from iQuip here. A question we often get asked is what sort of tape should I use? Well, it's a bit like being asked what sort of car should I drive. This obviously leads to a myriad of other questions. You're heading off-road, you need it 4x4. Are you wanting something nice and compact for zipping around the city and getting into some tight parking spaces? Is your budget, is it Mercedes? Is it Mazda? Is it Ferrari? Or is it a Ford? What's the application? So, as the saying goes, there's horses for courses. Well, believe it or not, the same applies to masking tapes. So to help remove some of the confusion out of the many options that there are on the market, we've really narrowed it down to the three main things that you should look at when purchasing, when deciding what product to use in a specific application. So the first thing you need to decide is the sharpness of the line. So that's how no paint bleed is a very sharp line. So do you need something that's going to give a perfect finish for a feature wall when you want it nice, clean and crisp, or you're on a large commercial job where you just need it to get the job done. The second thing to look at is adhesion and removal to and from the different surfaces or substrates that you're working with. So do you need to just stick something down like some protective sheeting to the back of another tape, or are you looking to place the tape in a situation, an automotive situation, where you're looking to place the tape into an oven? So do you need it to withstand those conditions? Are you going to be removing it immediately after you paint, or are you going to be leaving it on for an extended period of time? And then the third thing to consider simply is price. Well, we've got a tape that, it'll do everything, tick all your boxes, perfect tape for any application. It comes with a price. So there may be something out there in the rest of the range that will get the job done for a fraction of the price. So what I'm going to do in the next few minutes is to go over iQuip's range, which I have out on the table here. I've laid it out in a price order from the more cheapest, more price competitive, up to your more expensive options. Go over them just to give you a brief idea under which applications the product is best used. Now, we can start with the most price conscious option, which is down here with our general purpose beige masking tape. This is an entry-level product, and it's mainly uses for indoor application. It has an average line, it's not UV stable, it has a high tack, so it's great for sticking films and protective sheeting to the back of other tapes, i.e. when you're putting film over windows and you've already used another tape to get your edge. Then we step up to the Envo tape. So this green one here is the Envo tape. It's our most popular, it's the fastest moving by far. The reason it is that it's, from a price perspective, it's very close to this one, but it's streets ahead in its performance. So edge, it'll give you a nice, sharp, clean line. The nice and crisp, it has a 30-day UV resistance, so it'll last for up to a month on the wall. Then there is the adhesion levels. It will hold up well under the pressure of a spray gun. So it's a great production tape for the guys doing a large amounts of spraying and commercial applications, high volume, residential, new paints, that kind of thing. There's one slight drawback, or a couple, the main one being that it's not waterproof. So you do want to make sure your paint's fully dry before removing it to remove the chance of any residue being left. The other thing too is that it's quite shiny on its backing, so it doesn't love sticking to itself, therefore it's not that great for double masking. Then we move up to the iTalo tape. This product here, similar in price to the Envo, so it's still competitive, still great for your production sprayers. Now it has a few strong points that the Envo doesn't, but then the Envo has a few things that it is strong on that the iTalo isn't. As the name suggests, it's made in Italy, the iTalo tape. Now its line will actually be not quite as sharp as the Envo tape, but still very good. It's waterproof, so it's great for renderers. They love it. When they're removing the product, apart if they're using a paper tape, obviously they're not wanting to let the render sit over it, so they're removing it straight away. That is where it is strong. It has a solvent adhesive. So the solvent adhesive means that it has great adhesion. So sticking to those rough surfaces like brick, etc. It's good for that. Now it has a temperature rating, so it's rated up to 90 degrees. So they love it in the auto industry and the industrial industry when you're placing it into ovens. It performs well in those regards. Now its main drawback is that it's not UV stable. So if you're going to leave it, and it needs to be left for long periods of time in the sun, we wouldn't recommend going with the iTalo tape. So the main difference between these two is waterproof. The iTalo is waterproof, but it's not UV resistant. The Envo is UV resistant, but not waterproof. Then we move on to the blue painter's tape. Now this is just a traditional blue painter's tape, once again manufactured in Italy. This product here, it's really a great all-rounder. It is waterproof, it is UV stable for up to 14 plus days. Its line will not be quite as sharp as the other two, but very similar to the iTalo tape, and it's in the performance of its edge. This is a great all-round tape, but it is a little bit more pricey. Then we move on to the purple tape. So this is the delicate tape. This is for your delicate surfaces. This is for the when you're going over, freshly painted surfaces, wallpaper, that kind of thing. A word of caution on that product is, even though it's designed with a low tack for delicate surfaces, always try in a inconspicuous area before masking everything up. While it's great for that, there's obviously seen it as a lower tack, has less stickiness, should I say. That there means that it will have it's less likely to hold up well under the pressure of a spray gun, so it may blow off easier, and also it probably won't give quite as sharp a line, as it won't be attached to the surface as strongly. Then we move on to the iGecko tape. So this tape here, now this product here is it's the top line, it's the best of the best, and this product here, it will suit any application. It's a very, very good product. Obviously it's at the higher end of the price point scale, great for feature walls, all that kind of thing. Now line, it'll give the sharpest, cleanest, zero bleed, perfect paint line. It's manufactured in Japan, it's made out of genuine rice paper, so it's exceptionally thin, exceptionally flexible, and it won't bleed, but it's also very strong. So it's UV stable up to 180 days, so it lasts a very long time on the wall. It has a heat rating of over 100 degrees Celsius, so it's fine in the ovens, and it can be has good adhesion, so it can hold up under the pressure of spray guns, etc. It can be used with all paint types. This product is simply the best. Then that's all our paper tapes covered. What else we have in our range is a cloth tape. Now this is different to all these tapes here, where the backing of the tape is cloth, it's not paper, therefore it's a lot stronger. So this is typically used by renderers. It has great adhesion, so it will stick to all your external rough surfaces like brick, etc. It has a 14-day UV rating, so it will last a long time on the wall, last 14 plus days on the wall without leaving any residue, having any issues there. Now, the reason it's cloth and the reason it's strong is you can place this tape down, you can render the surface, the render can set over the tape, and when you remove the tape, it'll snap the render in a nice, sharp, clean line, whereas a paper-based tape won't have the strength to do that, so when it's removed, it'll no doubt break around the render, and you won't get a nice, sharp, straight line. The tape will stay with the render. There's two options in this range. What I'm holding here is our Japanese made option. This is the best in performance. We also have a Korean product that's manufactured in Korea. Now this product here is very similar in its performance, probably slightly stronger adhesion. This product here is just at a more competitive price point, but its performance is actually very good, so it's quite popular also. Trust this gives you some idea of the range of tapes and in which application each tape, give you some idea as to which application each tape should be used in, so you'll be better informed next time when on your next painting project as to which iQuip tape you need to select for the job. Thank you for watching.